Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to What's Up 335. It's the Friday night WKG RGT race, and we are doing the Paterberg no less than 6 times. Actually, I say no less. I think I'm going to struggle to make it to the finish tonight. My legs feel horrendous, but I'll go as long as I can. The race is made up predominantly of 2 killer hills from what I gather from my very brief warm-up. The final hill being very steep and cobbled. So that could throw in some interesting dynamics as the race is go, go, go. Really good turnout. I'm looking like... well, I can't even count that. Why have I got no cadence? I have no cadence. I'm moving, but I have no cadence. Do I really want to fiddle about and try and get cadence working, or should I just be thankful that I'm actually on the move? I'll leave it for a while. Anyway, I reckon there's over 50 people here, some of whom have just disappeared up the road already. I've got Mr. McGrath right in front of me, now right behind me. Keith D now right in front of me. There are plenty of WKGers here. I've seen Scott Money, Kevin Wiltshire, Paul Trilk, Rudy Plasma, obviously Keith, Noel, John, by the way. Sorry, this cadence thing is really distracting me. Who else? Craig Sibbald, Tours here, Stephen Game, I believe is here, How Why. I'll flick through the names properly on my mobile app in a moment to read out anyone that I've missed out. I'm going to have to try get the cadence going. There we go. Now I wonder if I get the old double cadence situation. Yep. That's slightly less distracting. Basically anyone that missed my previous video. So look, my cadence 84, that'll jump to there you go, 166, 83, 166. Basically jumps to double whatever I'm putting out, and I think the reason is that it's taking the reading from both my Elite Driver and the Rotor twin power meter. But if I turn one or the other off, I seem to lose cadence altogether. God damn, Keith. Noel's already 38 metres ahead of me. Keith's 55 metres ahead of me. This is not looking good for my pride. There's Scott now, 3 metres in front. And next up the road now is Noel. See, you guys went flying off. I'm pulling you back now. Keith 31. I know he can climb, so I'm not going to assume that I'm going to pull back on him. Alright, Noel right back on my wheel now. Adam B just ahead of me. Keith's got over the top, so stretching out. There we go, nice descent. You know what else? I forgot to charge my ETAP batteries. Rear derailleur luckily seems to be okay. The front one has a red light, so I'll be trying to change front derailleur as little as possible. I'll read out the leaders, despite the fact that I'm not going to see them unless they lap me. We have Damien V, followed by Matt Druge, I think is that Drujon? Tom L and Martin S. And then around me we have Mike Lanks, Keith D, myself, Noel M and Adam B. Oscar C also. Alright, here come the cobbles. Just reading some of the messages. Noel clearly struggled on that climb. Couldn't actually turn the pedals and stop dead apparently. I've just made contact with Mr. D. I have a feeling he was waiting up. He definitely slowed towards the top of that climb. Anyway, that's the first of those done, and there's the banner to end the first lap as I do 190 RPM on the cadence. Oh, as predicted, Keith is an absolute machine on the flat bits. I think he's a time trialling master. Every time the road levels off, he's just solid and fast. I have to keep having these little digs just to try and pull back in him a little bit. The gap's just stretching. See how wide? About. Now is that gap between Hal and Keith or me and Hal? I think it must be me and Hal. So he's about 25 metres ahead of Keith. In fact, now they're right together. And I think that's what Keith was working for there. Make sure he got to Hal before this little drop off. Okay, I'm with the Hoff, and we are both pulling up to Hawaii. Nice. Noel's still there, 270 miles, meters behind. Sorry, Noel. Time for a bit of Linker Ballon off these two guys, I think. I have company this time for my second climb up the cobbles. And there completes another lap. Just ahead of Keith this time. I think that's faster than my first lap. 10:24, I think I did 10:40 something on the first lap. So Hal stretched away again by virtue of a really good dig towards the top of that climb. He's 170 metres up the road. Stephen gained 350 metres further on. Up front, Martin S, Damien V, Mark L and Matt Drujon. I think Hal's got the right idea. I think he's taking it really easy on the flats and the descents, knowing he's got the legs on us as soon as it goes upwards. And to be honest, on the last lap, that's all he's going to need to do. Stay with us and destroy us on the final cobble climb up to the banner. Obviously that does mean he lets Stephen G off with a 370 metre lead. Whoa! What's happened there? Very strange glitch. Seemed to affect all three of us in screen. We all just kind of came to a sideways halt in the middle of the road. Keith's done a stunning job on that flat and descent there, and might have brought him more than enough time to get up and over this climb with a healthy lead over myself and Hal. Being lapped by the front guys. Managed to catch up with Keith. Hal's gone straight through. Three laps done. Change up. We're back on. Wow, that was lucky. Didn't lose anything because of where it happened. Keith, actually, yeah, I lost out to Hal, but Keith's dropped out as well. Okay, we are pulling back to Mr. Game. Oh, some more riders lapping. Oh, Stephen's jumped through with whoever that was that came past. Cheeky. Oh, Hal's dropped. I don't know if that's a mechanical or if he's just had enough. He certainly helped me to pull back to Stephen anyway, so thanks, Hal. I'm burning out on this climb. I have to try and calm myself down a bit. So I've got something left for the final one. Again, ideally, I'll be right on Stephen's wheel on this descent. But I'm not going to chase this part now. I have to relax a bit. Lap 4, is that? I've lost count. I think that's 4. Oh, I might not make another one. I had to work so hard on that climb. Holy Christ. Just hanging on to Stephen. We start our final lap. These guys have all finished. Oh man. I'm dying here. Oh, I can see Paul Trilk nearly 2k ahead of me. John B's about to finish, I think, or has just finished. Well done, man. It looks like it was won by Mike Lanks, and then Matt Druge, Nick O, and John B, unless they're just the guys that are still on course. Sorry for the uncertainty. My legs are absolute jelly. If Stephen kicks on, I'm dead. I'm not sure I'm even going to get to the top of this final climb. Never mind at speed. There we go. I think I've done it. I think I've done it. Oh my God. I bloody did it. Ah, yes. Oh, great race, Stephen. Oh my good God. I don't feel well. I can tell you that. Oh my Lord. I can't type. I'm trying to type great race. Jesus, my fingers are shaking. Oh, sent. Oh, probably good timing as well. The red lights come on my reader as well. Ah, wow. What can I say? I'm pretty pleased with myself. I wasn't even going to complete that one. So it's really nice to have a bit of fitness in the legs to fight on that final climb. Oh, Stephen thought he'd already done 6. Oh, did you slow down over the line? Oh man, that's unlucky. Ah, that's taken the shine off my win. I say win. I came in 30 something. Well done though, man. You recovered really well. I thought you'd done me on that last lap. On the second to last climb, I was really praying that you didn't put a real dig in, because I was having to just ride a comfortable tempo. Anything more than that and I know I wouldn't have got to the top of the last cobble climb. But wow. Guys, thank you all so much. Thank you, John, by the way, for organising the race. Thanks everyone that turned up. Thanks everybody that raced. I think I'm going to have to be off the bike for a while. I've done quite a lot this week. Right, if you haven't already, I'm going to put out a little bit of a beg for you to go and watch my video that's called Side by Side. There's a genuine reason for me wanting to try and push that one. Obviously I got my wonderful wife Emma to come out on a ride with me. I say ride, we walked more than we rode. But I'm trying to get her into cycling. And she made a deal with me that I said to her, well look, if this video, I said people will love watching you on the bike, it's really funny, and people love seeing sort of progression, and obviously we have a target in mind. So I said, look, if we get 300 views on your video in a week, you have to do it again next week. She said no, 500 views. So we've met in the middle at 400. So I think that the last time I looked, we were on about 250 in the first couple of hours. So I would imagine we're not far off already, much to her disgust. But if you haven't watched it, please do. I mean, I'm barely in this one. It's probably the best video I've got on my channel, and I'm not even in it. She's just hilarious. So please go and check it out. I desperately want to force her to ride next week and the week after and the week after. And the eventual goal is to actually get her to ride up Box Hill. Obviously, I know that's not a especially challenging climb, but it will be very significant to her to ride up there. So that's what we're going to work towards. Probably a long way off, but it will be good. Right, I'm off for either a beer or a glass of wine. I haven't decided yet. I'll wait to see how my stomach feels. And a bite to eat. Thank you all so much. Enjoy the rest of your long weekend. Catch you on the next one.